Lavender, lavender, lavender.
Oh, the breathing is so nice, isn't it? It's so wonderful as we breathe. Sometimes we battle idiocracy. And the ones we love most, our friends and family. Let's take a deep breath and exhale. And realize that we suffer from first thought wrong. And some people will just drink red wine out of a decanter, even though it's crap wine. And some people will go to a 12-step meeting and talk about their life quarrels. But one thing for sure, we all can benefit from breathing. Breathing it is. Ah, Kevin is an asshole. All right. Now that brings us back to the reality of life. And by the way, the opinion of me is not the opinion of others, nor is it the opinion of Kevin himself, but I will stick to...
What were we saying? You will stick to what? What were you saying?
And I'm back.
What were you saying? You're still on it. What were you saying? You said Kevin is an asshole, but it's not the opinion of others. You can talk. You don't have to stay muted. You're still on the podcast. Oh, this is silent.
Hi.
Silent abstention.
Hey.
What's going on right now?
Hey, man, you want to hear me? You got to see me, babe. Okay, then. That's a...
How you doing, Michael?
We've got a new game, ladies and gentlemen. Kevin is an asshole, and I am opinionated. I'm good, man. How are you, Kevin?
I'm wonderful. I'm
big
wonderful.
Day.
Why was it big?
Well, you were in a different state this morning.
Oh, that I was. Yes, I was in Salt Lake City.
You faced your fear of flying?
Mm-hmm.
And flew home
back this morning.
Denise, say hi to Denise. Kevin, say hi to Denise. Denise.
Hi, Denise. Thanks for joining us.
Everyone. She's saying hi to Barbara Brighton, Brian Greenfarb, Anita
Barbara
Merle.
was out of town. She missed us. Brian Greenfarb is here. Anita, thanks so much for joining us, everybody. Patrick, our homie, is here.
By the way, Barbara, we missed you too, but we talked a lot about you on the last episode. So I forget what point in the episode, but we spent a couple of minutes on you. So you might want to go back to that episode and watch it and see where we're... Yeah, that's great, Kevin. I'm not... We should do pictures of ourselves that way, and then it feels better to me. Oh, yeah.
I'd still love that picture of you so much.
Yeah.
You and the artist Neil Portnoy both, I don't know, what were you doing? Were you jerking off imaginary giraffes or something? What was going on right there?
I don't recall.
Were you saying power to the people? Hey, listen, our massage spot is still open and working. Michael is working it tonight at 6 p.m. So if you can get down to the corner of...
It's Main Street, right? Is that the same unit we had before? 5622 Main Street?
5622 Main Street on the corner of, what was it?
It's right there by near Charleston. It's right by the government, on this side of the tracks of the government amphitheater. And I don't know, business is good. People like massages. It's very
How are your hands holding up? I mean, do the calluses hurt customers, or are we doing okay?
Well, I don't use my tips, right? I know I heard you use the tip, but I don't use my
Great,
tips
because you typically are all tip.
I typically don't use the tips because my guitar calluses, and I don't know. I've had a lot of feedback around that. Maybe you couldn't use the whole tip. So
Let's get into this.
let's get into it.
I think Denise is admitting that she watched you. She streamed from New Zealand last night. Tell me about Monday's Dark. Was a great charity last night. You guys raised $10,000. And what song did you sing?
So what time is it that she's watching that? Denise, are you watching it the day before? Is that how that works? Or is it the day after? Stevie Dunham, condolences to Stevie.
So our friend Stevie.
Yeah, Stevie's mom passed away, and Carolyn, and yeah, we're with you, brother.
Yes, we are.
He's there with Pops right now, handling all the stuff you got to handle when that happens. And,
you were sparkly, she said. So tell me, it was Vintage Vegas, and what song did you sing last night?
I sang Dino's song, right, Mr. Dean Martin, and I sang Mambo, but I chose to do it on the acoustic, so more of an unplugged vibe, but with the horn section. The horn section, it wasn't quite as unplugged as I originally had seen, but it was great. It was so fun. It was a good night.
So you were still trying to imprint your artistry on the Monday's Dark audience? You just didn't go in there and just do the song?
Oh yeah, I do our arrangements, man. Our arrangements are so unique, and they're not covers, they're remakes, and so when the opportunity, Cheyenne Adams.
Can we talk about Cheyenne and the double stick tape that was holding on for dear life in that performance last night?
So you watched it too, huh? You were watching it? How did you?
I saw it today. Brian, I think, posted a video of Cheyenne.
Why don't you go to those?
I was in Salt Lake City working.
Oh, I forgot. You're right.
But that's okay. Let's talk about me again.
But you would have, because if you were here in town, you would have gone.
You know me.
There's a conspiracy going around that there's some people at work where they always book Kevin and any performances that I do. Are you drunk?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm just
having one glass of wine.
We got some.
Oh, Barbara! Wow,
we got some hating going on. Barbara, why? What did you hate about Cheyenne's performance? That's right. Diane posted it, Brian. You're right. I saw Diane's video earlier today on the plane.
I thought everybody was great. Even the drag queen was interesting, because the drag queen was there the previous Monday's Dark and won the treasure box. And Mark was talking to him and said, what do you do? And he told him. And so Mark invited him to come be part of Monday's Dark. And the drag queen did a 15-minute bit, which was 2 songs.
And they met with Dennis Bono, right? Dennis was the discussion last night?
Yeah, we got Dennis Bono to come talk about Vintage Vegas and his experience with Frank Sinatra. It was a sold-out house, big house. Side was being used. My dad came. Jolie came. I had a really good friend of mine that I met at PT. And she was there for a long time, and then she finished PT, and we've stayed in contact. And her husband was a trapeze artist. She was too. He was one of the original Circus guys. And this is before your time, but back in the day, you could go at Circus. There was an area. There were bumper cars and games to play, and above you were these shows they would do with trapeze artists. And she's one of those. So she went to come to Monday's Dark last night, and I called her. She says, "I'm here. I'm by the front of the stage." And so I called her. I'm like, "Well, I don't see you." And I could tell the music I was hearing on her phone was not the music that I was hearing in the room. And I thought, oh, God,
why?
She must be somewhere else. She was at the Rat Packers back. She went to the Tuscany and saw that show by herself. She didn't come to see us.
So you had a good time, though. It was a good turnout. Everything was nice, and it was good. And
yeah, man, they raised $10,000 for Down Syndrome Connection of Las Vegas. A great cause, and it's always good. The generosity fills the room, and it was nice. Yeah, it was good. So thanks for asking. How was your show? Was that a corporate in Salt Lake City, or was that a?
No. We played a public performance. This is our 3rd year there.
Oh, that's the one that you were going to get reckless on 3 years ago. You talked.
Correct.
About it.
Yeah, I was.
How's that going?
They weren't interested.
Is that true? You pitched it?
No, I'm just making. I'm
that's
making
hurtful, man.
No, man.
How about, yeah, it wasn't a good fit. That's a better comeback than they weren't interested. That's hurtful to an insecure, low self-esteem artist.
Listen, you're low self-esteem. It's
You
not
know,
hurtful.
sometimes I sing a song to myself. I built my life around you. I'm looking at all my guitars, you know.
How many guitars do you have
Landslide
back there?
brought me down.
It looks like you got about 6 or 7 guitars back on that wall. How many you got?
Yeah, there's 7. I have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 with the bass that's behind. Yeah, 12.
Nice. Listen,
Quite a collection of 12 guitars.
Billy Gallagher had fun. Michael, you did great. Isn't it great when you're on the payroll that you get comments like that?
Billy's
from people
not on the payroll. Billy, actually, he's talking about overall the whole show. I sat out front.
Not Monday's Dark. He's not on your payroll at Monday's Dark, but he's on your payroll, right?
No.
Really?
He's a freelance spirit.
I know, but do you pay him to come and mix you?
No, he does it. He pays me. He loves
yeah, I
mixing
thought so.
Reckless.
Yeah, I thought so.
No, yeah. It's okay. So he's kind of on payroll, but Billy shoots me straight. Billy has put me in my place before. He's like, yeah, don't ever do that again. Or he mutes my mic, kind of like what you were doing with the screen. Like he does it all the time, right in the middle. Billy did a great job mixing. I sat out front because I was at the end of the lineup, and so I sat with my dad and Jolie. And I was able to listen to Billy's magic, and he did a great job.
Billy, you like how he tap danced around that question? You love that? He's like Ben Vereen with the soft shoe over here. Hey, listen, we have the $10,000 question today, which is when are you going to do VIX again, Michael?
Anita. You know what? I'm not sure yet. I'm thinking maybe
September 8th. Anita, he's already booked it. He just hasn't announced it yet.
It's not booked yet.
Go to VIX.com and you can buy your tickets now.
It's not true.
Or you can PayPal Kevin Suker, and I'll make sure you get your tickets.
That's one way to go about it. Well, at our next show in probably September, maybe October, but I think September, I will be selling copies.
September 18th.
I'll be selling copies. No, that's the day after my birthday. I don't want to do that. I'll be selling copies of Kevin Suker's new book, and I'm gonna pad it a little bit. He gave me a wholesale price of $9.95. I will be selling them for $19.95, therefore making it $10 per copy. And I'm gonna get them signed too ahead of time. I bought 50 of them. They're coming any day because he's not gonna give me one. So yeah. Did you notice your sales popped up?
They're being delivered on Monday. They're being delivered on Monday.
Honey, Aaron, I just sold 50 copies of our... And look, we're sold out. Oh my God, look at it. All day long, Kevin. He's got so many entrepreneurial areas and areas of revenue.
Such a big word for you.
By the way, dude, I got an email from TuneCore.
Oh yeah, let's get into this.
MDV.
I helped you with that earlier.
There's an ownership issue of, remember the Many Miles Away album we did?
Don't really. I never heard it.
You listened to that. You heard that. Did you? Okay, the single off of it, we signed a record deal just for the single. I wanted to see how this label, this Tribeca Records, was going to pan out for us. So I didn't give them the album. I gave them the single, which was released in January of 2023. Then in like April, I went ahead. They didn't do much for us, so I went ahead and I self-released the album through TuneCore distribution. So I get an email last night at 7:30. It says that there's an ownership claim from MDV, and I don't recognize that because the record deal was with Tribeca Records. So I go get all my copyrights, and I send this whole email back, and then it occurs to me, oh my God, wait a minute! I pull up the contract for the record deal, and and it was a 1-year deal, but if you don't do the 30-day cancellation, guess what happens?
What happens?
Auto renews. Now, they released the single. We did a music video for it, which we paid for, the whole thing. And so when I did release the album, of course, that song was included on the album.
Did Miles pay for it?
Well, yeah, he paid a little bit. He paid a little bit for the publicist. He did. He put a little money out. Yeah, he about 10% of the money was spent. He did kick up for that.
You put in about 10 points?
10% of what was spent. I don't know how that would equate to points, but in any case, so I never canceled it, right? So now we're going on the 3rd year. Well, January would be the 3rd year. But
so this album came out in 2021,
2023.
23.
January of 23. So yeah, I was busy with Reckless in 22, right? If you think about that, I waited till that kind of
define busy.
Well, we had a contract on a residency weekly. I couldn't go do many miles away. I was, be like you going out and doing a side project while you're the guy that would do that. But anyways, so I was under the impression that when we released the album that there were new ISRC codes for every track.
You know
that
how
would-
much you're boring our audience right now talking about this shit?
Well, okay. Well, I'm talking to you about the music business, and you're Mr. fucking producer, and I thought maybe you'd have some insight on it, but yeah, okay. Kevin just put that across the. Is everybody
What do you
bored?
mean? Like you're talking about ISRC codes. Let's tell the audience what an ISRC code is so they can understand what it is that we're talking about. I just want to define it. That's all I want to do.
In the digital world, that's even more boring. In the digital world, every song is assigned an ISRC code. That way
digital code,
a
right?
digital code, so that they can track it online when there's downloads
They
and
can
streams
track
and
it
used
online, right?
and used. Yeah, and the artist gets paid, and that's how they kind of keep it all.
They track it by the ISRC code. Have you ever been to the outlet malls near the World Center?
Yeah,
Have you ever been?
sure.
I was there today. It was wonderful.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
busy
Go
day?
back to
Did
the
you play
ISRC
poker
code.
today?
I didn't play poker. You know, there's a tournament that was going on there, and they were not hosting
Where?
cash games. We're not sponsored by them, so I'm not gonna name them.
South Point. Sam Novak.
Nope.
Fuck you, Sam Novak. You prick.
Not the
And this-
South Point.
Sam sort of lost his shit a little bit. Did you notice that? First
Sam's
of all,
right, man. I'm gonna take Sam's side here. That was some really boring fucking conversation that you're talking about right here.
The only way to bring Sam Novak out of that boring conversation is Kevin, show him your,
What
your
is
little
this?
wee.
Greg said he's looking forward to seeing Matthew McConaughey. What is that about?
Well, I got a haircut, so it's not as good, but it was like very Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, was that on the podcast last week? Did we talk about that?
No. When I played Vix last, she's. I remember because it was a huge compliment. I took it as a big compliment.
That's awesome. There's inside.
Look at Sam Novak. I just got him to bite the bait. He just bit the bait.
Sam, don't listen to him. He's just gonna, listen.
No, I got opinions, and we need to go have lunch about it because we need to talk about it. Sam and I do best when we're face to face. We don't need to go there right now on this thing, but I'm a little concerned that we're calling out other people by doing the same thing. We're doing the same behavior, and I've done it myself, and I've seen it happening a lot, and we're all missing the point.
What is the point?
The point is that we need to keep dialogue going, and we need to not be a prejudice of an entire group of people because of a couple of their shortcomings.
Look at the peanut gallery.
Wow. Go back to making us laugh. Good point, Barbara.
Barbara's like saying we're sucking right now and that we need to
Chomp, get a haircut, hippie. See, he's starting. Wow. I'm not going to be hateful, man. I'm going to be loving and kind. There are way more parts of Sam Novak that I love than the little silly little parts that he tries to hurt people with. And I believe that was a comment to try to hurt me. But you know what, man? Poo it all away. Is that a new one? Did you just make
that was you. You said that a couple.
Poo it all away.
Yeah, just poo it all away.
Yeah. I like poop tea, actually. Anybody like poop tea? It's really good stuff.
What's poop tea? Oh, it's the stuff you drink, right?
Yeah. You know that I asked, I asked Cheyenne if she masturbated last night. It was a random,
Why?
backing I don't know. We were in a conversation with me and Katie, another gal, and I just was curious. It just came out, and it was weird, and it was inappropriate. And I go, I'm
great question. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
You're my friend and everything. Why don't we? I'm going to text Cheyenne real quick. And
It's too much. It's too much, man. I'm not to coin Sam Novak's little title, but sometimes I'm unfiltered, man. You know what I mean?
I'm sending Cheyenne a link.
Oh, bring her on. She can debate.
I'm gonna see if she can get on the podcast. And we need to talk about her outfit, and we need to talk about the inappropriateness of your question last night.
All I know is that we talked about it's inappropriate to you because you're the self-proclaimed "I do not masturbate" guy, which I think is totally out of touch. But I'm gonna put this right here, this little kiwi. How do I show the comment? There you go. I'm gonna hide behind this one. Thanks, Denise. I love you too. I appreciate it. See, she sees me for who I am. Kevin doesn't. Kevin always sees the outside. Oh, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on.
Why do you say I always see the outside? Are you picking up the phone while we're on a freaking podcast? What's going on?
It's the guest, bro.
We have a guest today?
I'm live. Yeah, I told you we might have a surprise guest. Can you text me? There we go. I can't. I'm not as good as you. You're able to do like this all the time. You know, I'm away from my phone now so much. I'm not good at doing it anymore. Like I look at my navigation. I get in a car accident. Hi, Huey. Hey, buddy. You want to say hi? Come here. Say hi. Look. Say it. Say hi. I got Melvin and Huey. What are you doing? What are you doing right now? What are you doing? What are you doing right now? What are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm sending Cheyenne the link.
Brian, if I could, I would have. Let's see. Pull his comment up for me, will you? I don't know where my mouse is. Did you just take it down? Okay. Huh. I would have her outfit. Oh, let's bring in our guest right now.
Oh, we have
yeah. I'm going to bring her in. I'm bringing her in. There she is. Yay.
Hi, Paige.
Change the layout.
I called you because I didn't pay attention to the directions. So I thought I was just calling you.
Ladies
and
and
then
gentlemen.
I was like, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Paige Nicole Strafella, and she is backstage at a terrific show at the Westgate. It's her Elvis gig that she's doing, and she took the time to grace us with her beauty, her presence, and her talent.
Sure did.
Hi.
Paige, before we get into it, can I just tell you that I miss you?
I miss you. You know what I would love?
What would you love?
I like that we're all drinking.
I got
beverages
coffee.
together.
I'm drinking a frappuccino. You guys are drinking booze. By the way, did you get carried out of Monday's Dark last night, or was I hallucinating?
I don't really want to talk about it.
Yeah, I told Jolie, I said, no, she's just really sore from working out with her trainer.
I had a hard weekend.
By the way, everybody feel some love for Paige. She lost one of her little puppies yesterday.
Lost my doggy.
Yeah, so
Very
it's heavy
sad.
time, and I think we all can relate to that. So, and with that in mind, Karen says hello, Paige. Aaron
says hi, Paige.
She definitely loves you. Elizabeth Yaga says hello.
Says Paige.
Paige, yay.
Barbara Bright says Paige.
Wow, you're popular, Paige.
I love Paige. Denise Brown says Paige is amazing. Aaron says hugs to you, Paige.
Thank you, Aaron.
Are you going to announce your run for mayor?
No, I'm already the mayor of the Tuscany. I really can't rule any other.
Are we breaking some news here today on the podcast?
Yeah, we are. I got something I got to bring up.
What?
Bring it up.
True or false, Kevin Zucker? Are you good with all your text message responses? Are you a good communicator?
I try to be, but I self-admittedly will say sometimes I get overwhelmed and then I forget that I need to respond. Yep.
Are you sensing anything maybe right now that perhaps something got overlooked, a response of any kind, a request for the so talented Zucker family that maybe got overlooked?
Something about like pina coladas or getting lost in the rain.
Did I forget to respond?
That's funny. Sam,
did I not respond?
Paige is as sweet as Shapiro is tart. I'm on Sam's shit list right now, Paige.
Sam,
it's okay.
You are. What did you do?
Did I not respond, Paige?
No, I was just wondering if you wanted to sing that on an upcoming Monday's Dark. If you and Aaron would like to do that song.
I loved that song, and I loved
what song?
Monday's Dark.
What song, Kevin?
Michael, stay out of my business.
Oh,
right?
so you fucking saw the message, but you didn't get back to her?
No, I'm saying stay out of my business. That's all I'm saying. Is
okay. When a good friend of mine reaches out to an
Paige, you and I need to have this conversation without Michael.
Yeah. Okay. Did you just cut him out?
No, he knows. He knows I can keep talking when he does that. Like I said, he. So.
Oh no! What's happened?
You can't shut me out. Go ahead, Kevin. Okay. Sorry, I'll leave it out.
I owe you. I owe you a response, right? Is that what I do?
I just kind of figured. I know you guys travel. You take your show on the road a little bit, so I thought maybe you would be out of town. But
did you send me the date?
I'm sure that I did.
Okay,
but it was also so long ago.
And I'm going to also apologize publicly because if I missed it, I'm very, very sorry.
This makes me so happy. Look at you guys. Oh, I brought you back together. You know what I told Paige last night in front of the whole group of people? I go, Kevin's getting his big head's getting a little bit big.
I don't have a big head. No.
He had a book released, and all of a sudden it's like,
right.
He doesn't get back to people.
He's an author.
Shit.
No,
he's an author now. I said that in front of 10 people for you.
Not the case, but I would love to.
Okay, I believe it's the 23rd, but I'll let you know. I'll text you later.
I am in town if it is the 23rd. And I'm apologizing again publicly for missing.
It's okay.
It's all about
my
It's fine.
repair.
I thought you hated me, but besides
No,
that, it's totally
God.
fine.
Couldn't hate Paige
What?
fella.
Well, Paige, you're on that point. Is there some truth in that when somebody doesn't respond a certain way, even in person, or don't get back to you, does it bring out, I know it's true for me, I'm asking the two of you, does it bring out an immediate question of, is it my own insecurity? Oh, like David Ramirez, for example. I sent a text to him last week about the drum stuff from last night, and he didn't get back to me, but we found out that I had the wrong number for him. But my first thought was, hey, man, you didn't get back to me. Why? Is everything okay? Do you guys go there too when people don't respond or there's a weird vibe when you run into somebody? Does that come up for you?
For me, it's usually business related and often Monday's dark. And sometimes I just think they don't want to do Monday's dark.
Or two things could be true at the same time.
It doesn't. I don't usually take it personally. Maybe I'm just
good. I don't either. You know, there are sometimes though, that, like if I send multiple texts and then like let's
multiple texts.
You know, multiple
That's
texts
totally
and then
different.
there's no response. Then there's kind of like okay, something might be going on, right?
So I'm just sicker than both of you. I'm less evolved because I'm just walking around. If I say hi and they don't smile back at me, I think, oh my God, I make it about me, which is one of my favorite subjects.
We know this about you, Michael.
Don't say we. Paige can speak for herself.
I'm not speaking for Paige.
I'm here to calm Michael down. Like my
grounder.
presence is to calm Michael. So I have a show in like 4 minutes, you guys, but I would love to do this every Tuesday. And before I have to go put my costumes downstairs, just like as a mom and you're a father, Kevin, I just was wondering, does Max have any plans like for the summer?
She's hanging up. I could see
got it.
I didn't even bother to answer because
she watches the shows. Oh yeah, see that's the thing with you. You see the hand reach, right? I got to pull the drawer out. It's like hard to get to my mouse.
Hold on, let me talk to Paige real quick. You got to get up much earlier than me to do that to Kevin Suker. When Kevin Suker hangs up on you, you know it's a real freaking deal, people.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I believe that I am responsible.
See what happens. He doesn't even know it's coming. I just click the button and it's over.
I can still talk, and the whole thing is though I have created a monster in Kevin Suker. I turned him on to this concept. I didn't realize that he would become the master of it, and you are very good at it. You're hard to do it to, and you're great at doing it to people, which is a bunch of fucking bullshit. Excuse my language. God, my language is bad today, isn't it? Shapiro never takes my. Sam, I looked. Did I have no missed calls from you or no? There was a thing about a movie, but I thought maybe I called you back. Okay, Sam.
I agree with you, Denise. Paige needs to be on here a lot.
Yeah, she's great. She can take my place.
Maybe she'll be my co-host.
Yeah, I think so.
After the episodes end with you.
I think she would be fantastic for that. And
listen, I'm continuing on a little Lavender when Michael retires, which is, let's be honest, it's 20 episodes away, dude.
Not true. I'm going to reiterate again because you do not want to listen to what I'm saying. I'm going to do 88 episodes like this, and then the final 12 episodes, it's actually 100. The final 12 episodes will not be every week like we're doing. They will be selective, and they will be for a reason. Excuse me. A reason. They'll be for a reason because we have.
What if I don't agree to those terms?
Well, I guess that's, it's differences of opinion. So I'm open to this. Okay, you don't agree to those terms. What is your right? Okay, but I'm saying, and I'm open to that. What is your idea about if we're going to do 100? I always said 88.
Why is it 100?
I think it's a good number to round this off and be complete with it. You want to just keep doing this forever?
What about the 3 people that we're going to upset that they're not going to have something to do on Tuesday?
I'll reach out to Anita directly and your wife, Erin, directly, and Denise in New Zealand directly, and Sam Novak directly, and Patrick directly, and Barbara Brighton directly. I mean,
here we go, Denise. Yes, Michael has made it very clear that after 88 episodes that he's going to only do 12 additional episodes if it makes sense for him. So I'm saying, Denise, I don't know if I necessarily agree with those terms, this is a Shapiro and Zucker podcast. It's not Shapiro.
This isn't, or not Zucker.
Right.
But this was not new to you when we first started doing this. I talked about, you go like, how many episodes are we going to do? I go, let's just keep doing them. We'll do them every week. And I said, how's 88?
I thought we were joking about that number.
Do I look like I'm joking?
Well, you clearly aren't. I must be the only person that's having fun doing this every week.
Well, that's because you're drinking every week.
No, I don't drink every week. This is probably the third or fourth time in 67 episodes you've seen me with a glass of anything.
Yeah, look at he's trying to bait me. He's trying to bait me, this fucking guy. Not you. This prick right here. Sam Novak, take the link. Where's the link? Give him the link. Sam, get on here with us right now. I don't care if you're in the gym.
You know what Sam is saying right now is a Tears for Fears song.
Of course. And he's baiting me. I know it. I know what he's doing. I know what this guy's doing, and I'm going to get into it with him in front of everybody on a little Lavender, the place of the toxic masculinity and love and vulnerability and honesty and integrity. That's where we're going to get into it, man. Come on, Sam. I dare you. Put your shirt on or take it off, whatever you got to do to feel comfortable. Get on this thing. So, where were we? You're back. So you're going to do Monday's Dark 2 weeks from yesterday. Fast-paced show today. It's been tough. Right?
He's shirtless.
Of course he is. See, he's baiting me. Are you threatening me, Anita?
Anita, this is what's up. See, Michael makes the rules, and he said he's only going to do 88 episodes, and the other 12 to 100 he's only going to do if it makes sense. So
no, they're just going to be selective and actually turn the last 12 into a little bit of direction. I had some ideas. I wanted to do some games, and you're a great producer, Kevin. You can create the little wham, it's time to talk about blowjobs, and then whatever it is, I don't know, but like what's the most interesting place you've ever had sex?
In the butt.
In the butt, Bob.
Isn't that the greatest episode of that television?
I couldn't believe that's a real clip. It's real, right?
It's real. They said to that woman, "Was the most interesting place you had sex?" And
yeah,
it made whoopee. And she said that would be in the butt, Bob.
Anyway, can we create little games and that we could insert into the show? I need to make it.
Why are we waiting to 88 episodes to do that? Why are
we should start doing it now? And maybe 88 won't be my deadline. Like I'm, but what is to put?
I don't work this way. If you're gonna put a time limit on this situation with me, I might as well be done today.
Okay.
Wow,
you're a good negotiator. What the hell?
I don't have to negotiate. No, that's fine.
Oh, I don't have to negotiate.
I'm telling you your terms. You've told me your terms. You said 88, and I don't like the deadline. So
okay, so if it's 88, then you're just gonna quit now, right? If you'd like to make a call, please hang up and try. Okay, Sam, that's a good one. Weren't we supposed to go to lunch last week, and then he decided he couldn't go because he was taking somebody to the airport, and then I heard a whole bunch of crap about what a horrible
he
experience, and the guy wanted him to come back because of the flight and some shit like that. So, like, he could have had lunch instead of doing that, but instead he had a horrible experience. That's the universe trying to tell him.
Why don't you reach out to Sam Novak? You call him and tell him, where
Siri, call Sam Novak.
Tell him where you'd like to take him to lunch. Why don't you take him somewhere nice though this time?
I don't go to bars. You guys go to bars and eat shit food. I'd rather, go somewhere a little more decent. Yeah. Now put up his.
This is the voicemail for Sam Novak of Vegas 411. Please leave a message and I'll return your call as soon as I can.
Somebody tell me what to say to him. Come on.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, Sam. I just wanted you to know that I got the test results back and it's not good. So please call me so we can discuss possible remedies and solutions. And I hope I hear from you. And I don't know how much time I have. So call me. Thanks. Bye. Yeah, yeah, we could do Please text me, he wrote. Yeah. No, that's okay. He saw it live. Why would I? That's so redundant. So what's with the drinking and the wine in the afternoon? What's going on for you? You okay?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
What is the wine that the Sucre family is? What does that drug do? What is that for?
It's going to shrivel up your wiener.
You almost told everybody immediately what that drug is for, which
I don't know what it does, but I'm
That's
assuming
the right
it's
answer.
a freaking antibiotic. So you can
somebody look it up and tell us what the drug is for.
So what is this? This is a really high end wine called Franzia. It's in a box.
Aaron, can you come please bring the wine and show it on camera so we know what?
Can I tell you something, Michael? My wife drove back from Salt Lake City. My parents are visiting.
Oh, Mike and Margot, and it's an
My parents are
antibiotic.
here. My son Noah is here, and they drove back from Salt Lake City today, and
No, it's an anti-STD. Is that true? You can take that drug and not get STDs? I don't think so. Go ahead. So Margot and Mike and Noah
and I had
her too.
Gabby's not here. She was here a couple weeks ago. And then when my wife, she drove the entire drive back from Salt Lake City. When she walked in the door, I had a bottle of wine open for her, ready for her to relax.
Oh, that's very sweet, man. That's romantic.
And then I proceeded to drink the whole wine.
I proceeded to drink the whole wine.
Drink the whole bottle.
Well, she's drinking it too, right? She had a glass, right?
Well, she probably had one of the 5 glasses that are.
Hey, by the way, just for anybody out there that has a gluten allergy, if you have gluten issues, I was in the liquor store the other day with Jolie, and I was looking for I was looking at Sauvignon Blancs, but it was a Pinot Gris she wanted. But I saw a label that said gluten-free wine, and I'm like, what? I've never heard of that. So then I Googled it. Jolie Googled it. Some wines have gluten in them, depending on the fermentation.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, not a lot of people who have gluten allergies are aware of that, and they maybe go to a restaurant and be gluten-free on what they're ordering, but they're having a glass of wine and they have a gluten response. So
leave it to a vegan to bring that to the table.
I just wanted to give, these are life things. It's important for people. I don't want to see people have allergic reactions and not know why. They're going to blame the chef of the joint.
Do you eat bread?
Don't you fucking point at me.
Do you eat bread?
Yeah, love bread. I'm a gluten guy. I love gluten.
Do vegans eat bread?
Why do you always do this? It's like,
what do you mean always do this? I haven't said this in weeks.
What do you think vegans do? What's the food restriction? First of all, I'm not a vegan, right? Here we go.
I thought you were vegan.
Brian Greenfry. Go ahead and read that.
Doxycycline is an antibiotic used to treat a variety of bacterial infections, including respiratory tract infections, skin infections, eye infections, sexually transmitted infections, and certain types of acne. It's also used to prevent malaria and treat conditions like Lyme disease and anthrax exposure. Maybe that's what you were referring to, Sam, that you have been exposed to anthrax.
Oh, you mean in the joke call? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I know a few people that have Lyme disease, and I wonder if that's something that they do. So, yeah. Well, okay. Back to being a vegan. I'm not a vegan. Paige is a vegan, actually.
Paige is a vegan?
Yeah, and she's really good at it. I'm a vegetarian, Kevin. And you know the difference between the two? Yes, you do. You do know the difference.
I don't know the difference between vegan and vegetarian. No, I don't.
By the way, I forgot to ask Paige this. There is a plant-based place in Town Square.
You have been raving about this place, and don't mention it. And if they're not paying us, I don't care to mention.
No, I want to spread the joy around. Sam wants to spread STDs around. I want to spread the joy of great food. This is a plant-based. This is a vegan place. They have a truffle macaroni and cheese. It's not real cheese. It's vegan. It will knock your socks off. They've got pizzas there that are unbelievable with plant-based meats. But their burger, they've got a burger there. It is one of the best burgers I have ever.
It's not a burger. It's not meat. It's a bunch of plant-based.
I challenge Kevin Sucre to go there with me for lunch and have this burger and tell me it's not fantastic and doesn't have all the qualities that a meat burger. I accept
this challenge. Okay. The problem is I've invited you to lunch 8 times and you've turned me down every single time.
Twice.
You don't like eating near me.
Twice. No, twice.
I think I turn you off when I eat or something.
No, twice you have. Well, you do get stuff in your beard and stuff, but that's fine. I can deal with that. You've invited me twice, and both times were very short notice. And one of them, short notice works sometimes, but one of them, the last one, was very sweet because Jolie was out of town, and your wife called me, and it was. I had a voice lesson that day, right at the time you guys were eating.
Hey,
yeah, right across the way from AMC Theater. Correct, Sam. Yeah, it's really
okay, Michael. Okay, let's hold ourselves accountable. Okay, when are we going?
You're starting to slur. I love it, dude.
When are we going?
Let's go right now.
Can't.
Why?
It's short notice.
Well, I have Jack going to be here any minute. Back to the VIX question. God, my ADD.
Hey, can you please tell Denise what the difference is between
vegan and vegetarian? Okay, so vegans, there's no animal byproduct, so they won't do any dairy. Even though I don't believe that cows raised. Wow. But
go ahead, keep going. I don't keep going.
Take the thing off the thing.
Ignore
it. No, I'm not going to ignore it, dude. I told you I'm having an ADD day. I can't. Okay, thank you. So no animal byproducts. Okay, he put it back up. Dude, let me see your hands, Kevin. Where vegetarians will do eggs or they'll do cheese, and Jolie and I love cheese, and so we still do some dairy, right? And we have chickens. Oh, by the way, speaking of losing pets, we lost a chicken today.
What happened?
Probably the heat, but we have one that's been pretty tired for a while, and we were both kind of waiting for her to die. And I came out this morning, and it was one of the more robust birds that I'd ever would have guessed.
You guys having Parmesan chicken parm tonight? Is that what's going down?
That would be not the definition of vegetarian. That would be very not only a meat eater, but a very callous, jaded one. Hey, Jack Roth, let's get Jack in here.
What does that mean? What does my roof needs sweeping mean? Is that code for something?
No, it just means that you're just a jerk about it.
Wow. Really? Hi, Jack Roth. How are you?
How are you, sir?
Good. So vegetarians don't eat meat? Is that what it is, Michael?
There you go. So I don't know. Anita asked about when we're going to play VIX again, and right now we're focused on the album. What's this about? Oh, who's this? Is this Sam?
Hi, Cheyenne.
Yay! Okay, wait a minute. Let's get Barbara on now.
Wait, we got to talk about something, Cheyenne. So there was a lot of discussion about your performance last night.
And I asked her if she masturbates too, which was very inappropriate.
And I heard Michael ask you a horribly inappropriate question.
Hold on, Cheyenne. This is Jack. Jack, that's Cheyenne. She performed last night.
And people weren't talking about my performance. They were talking about my chest, which is totally two different things.
And then Diane Davis. I'm sorry. Barbara Brighton came on and said that it was horrible. She didn't approve of your
Yeah, but was she talking about the performance or was she talking about her boobs? I mean,
not her performance. I apologize. I've had a little wine right now. And
he's drunk.
Apparently, I'm slurring. But she said, what did she say?
She said, hold on a minute. Barbara left, so you can talk shit back now, Cheyenne.
You can talk all the shit you want about Barbara.
Yeah. She wrote, what did she write? Find the I'm looking at them.
I don't work for you. Shut up. Don't boss me around.
Drunk. This is Kevin super drunk. Okay, wait, is this it right here? Wait. No, if you're going to be a singer, sing. So you're, okay. Can you see that, Cheyenne?
I can.
Okay, so it's a little insensitive, but like you did a little stage bit.
Can I say something?
Hold on, I was fucking there. So you just hold on. You weren't there because you were in Salt Lake City doing a show. So, it was some singing. It was performance art. It wasn't just singing. So I don't know. And Barbara's one to talk. She does fucking Joan Rivers bits and shit when she sings. So what is this? Are you and Barbara in a beef, Cheyenne? That's the question.
No.
Hold on. Can I say something before she answers this too? Can I just dovetail on this? Okay, I get it. But listen, I watched the performance on the airplane today. I saw somebody post your performance. I thought it was very bold. I thought it was very what is the word I'm looking for?
Can you turn the speakers
down? No, dude, I hear myself echoing in your fucking studio. Can you turn the speakers down?
Well, I got Jack here. I want to be able to hear.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
Oh,
sorry,
here,
my
Jack.
bad.
Here you go. Put the headphones on.
I thought it was very bold, and I thought it was a really interesting choice for your performance. And most importantly, the reason I asked you to join us today was because I thought Michael's a question that he asked you afterwards, after he told us what he asked you, I thought it was horribly inappropriate.
I admitted to that in the moment, and you asked me why I did that, and I go, it was fucked up. I shouldn't have. It was rude of me.
Well, and you need to apologize to her now that she's on
right now. She's just like, these two guys are idiots.
Can you please apologize to Cheyenne for the inappropriateness of your question?
Cheyenne, do you feel like I covered that with you last night and apologized?
Yeah.
So Kevin, you can suck my anyway. So you know what I mean?
Okay. Good. I'm just making sure
thanks for joining us today. We'll see you later. No, this is not good. We got to go further into this.
I just want to make sure that my friend Cheyenne is not feeling odd because of your questioning.
That's really why?
I did.
I'm just in my robe and I got texted right away to join, and I didn't realize it was right now. So
It's right now. You got Kevin. You think I'm inappropriate? Like I would have let you know, hey, we're live on a little Lavender. Will you call in on this link if you want?
Was that inappropriate?
Well, you sort of bamboozled her a little bit. Like I would be caught off. I feel ambushed. I feel ambushed for Cheyenne.
I know. See, so as far as last night goes, I've worn that suit and I've worn that same outfit on several of my own performances. I have posted photos of myself in that outfit before. I've never gotten that kind of reaction. And so when I went, nobody had a problem with it. There was nobody that said, hey, this is inappropriate. Don't wear that. And I'm like, hey, like I love this suit. I am finally able to grow out my hair. I'm able to use my own hair. I've embraced that I want to dress as me rather than feeling the need to dress a certain way to be anything for anyone else. And so I wore that because I was like, this is fun. I love this. And I've gotten compliments on it, and I've really appreciated, like having this experience performing in this suit. It's always been comfortable for me.
What I thought was so cool about it, Cheyenne, is that Jen Romas, the queen of sexy shows in Las Vegas, was
And
like,
that kind of suit, that kind
please
of outfit, yeah.
send me what double stick tape you used. It was amazing to see her say that on the comment. I thought it was very bold. I thought it was very brave, but that is also who I know of you. I think you're a very brave and bold performer as well. So kudos to you. Even though I wasn't in the room last night, I was really excited to watch the performance after the fact.
And in the room and backstage and seeing you in there, it didn't even cross my mind that there was an issue with that. That seemed like a great choice, and you wore it well. And are you affected by other people's opinions after what you just said about your, doing what you want to do? Do you get affected by that in a negative way?
Well, I mean, like, it's one of those things where I have been.
Oh no. I think she hung up on us.
No, she's still there. We lost her video and
Yeah.
audio. I don't know.
Okay.
Oh
All
no,
right.
she was with you. I like Cheyenne a lot. I think she's an amazing performer.
For what it's worth, I thought the performance was fantastic all 13 times that I watched it.
Did you hear that, Cheyenne?
No, I didn't. What he said about watching it 13
Jack just
times?
said, for what it's worth, I thought the performance was fantastic all 13 times I watched it.
I'm happy. I mean,
Anyway, finish that thought. Are you affected by any? There's always some negativity or haters, if you will. And what we do, right? You're taking a risk. You're being vulnerable. Does it affect you as a performer, as a person, as a human?
I mean, there's that initial reaction that I think that regardless of who you are, you can feel like, I think I wasn't necessarily negatively responsive.
Affected, yeah.
Yeah, but it was sort of like, oh wow, I didn't expect this because I've never had this said about a outfit that I've worn on stage before.
Yeah.
So that's what was like, oh crap, like I was worried, like I never want to represent whoever I'm working for incorrectly. And so that was my worry, but the team was happy with it.
Listen to Mark Chinook and how he sets the baseline for I mean, you weren't even close to the boundaries of what that could be there. And I think that's a platform for you to be whatever you want to do. Yeah.
No, absolutely. I mean, like, I should have known it was a family friendly show, and with
I don't know if it was really a family friendly show.
I disagree.
Yeah, absolutely family friendly. And Mark is
for the kids.
It's for the kids.
Yeah, what are we thinking?
Yeah, because there's it's weird too, because I have seen other amazing, beautiful performers in very incredible like dresses, outfits, costumes that are quite revealing. And I love it. I'm like, hell yeah, go for it. I love that. I never felt comfortable doing that until recently as I've come into my own. And so it's interesting too, because I haven't like I've never seen that kind of reaction to other performers.
Did you?
Can I say something?
Hold on one sec, Kev. Sorry to.
Let me wait for you.
Wait, one question though. Is it possible that Barbara was talking about a different act because the drag queen did 2 numbers and there was a lot of talking before? To walk me through your performance again. You came out. There was a funny little exchange between you and Mark, and then to tell me what your number. Lay it out. You went right into song pretty quick.
Yeah, I mean, like
I don't think Barbara's talking about you. I think she's confused.
No, I think Barbara knows what she's doing, and that's totally fine because everyone is entitled to their opinion.
Yeah,
everyone's entitled. Everyone's entitled to their standard of performance, and I understand. Like, if I had known that this would have been as distracting as it was, I wouldn't have worn it. Like, I would have worn something more. I was actually going to wear this this sort of like body conforming black tux with a tuxedo shirt that I have put together. But I wore that for a gig that I subbed on Friday, and I didn't do laundry, and I sweat like hell in it. So I wasn't about to, you know. So
that would have been inappropriate if you came.
Can I say? Can I
Kevin,
just put
please.
some 2 cents into this conversation, please?
As a manager, producer, experienced guy, what do you got, Kevin?
Listen, Cheyenne's voice was the star of that night. Listen, you sing yours.
I wouldn't go past me, but yeah.
Well, yeah, she sang better than you, and I didn't even see your performance.
Well, she's a professional singer. I'm a hack.
No, I'm
just
saying. I love how it came up on the feed. I love how I watched it. I was sitting on my flight this morning at 6:30 a.m. and the thing that I noticed was, like I said earlier, it seemed like a very bold choice. I love the fact that you're feeling comfortable in your skin and that you felt confident. That's the most important thing. That's what's
truly.
Listen, yeah. Miles Davis says it doesn't matter if you fucking play the notes. It's the motherfucker with the attitude that makes it all work. And Cheyenne had that fucking rock star attitude last night that made me feel proud to know that woman, and her voice was fucking amazing. Michael, without seeing your performance, I have to say Cheyenne was the star of the night.
There's no question, and I don't know about star of the night. There were some great performers, but the point is yeah, I didn't have any of the thoughts that you're expressing right now, and I'm sorry that I was being playful about doing that with the Barbara. I was kind of taken off guard with that comment, and I never would have thought that in a million years. And if anything, I'll go back to me, asking you that question in the dressing room, which was inappropriate. I told my wife that. She goes, what the fuck? Why would you say that to her? I go, I don't know, honey. And I told her I was sorry, blah, blah. So I think you were totally appropriate for that venue, and your performance was spectacular. And the outfit is killer. It is the ideal contrast of the sexy and very classy at the same time. I was surprised. Jolie said they have a glue, actually. Like, you really had a lot of faith in that, whatever you're using. What is it, sticky tape or is it glue?
So I did just buy that glue that I picked up at Star Costume on West Charleston.
Oh, we're plugging a place now? That's great. We'll bleep that out later.
Michael, I use the sticky tape, Michael.
I do not have half the stuff that I do. But
yeah,
I use toupee tape, Ultra Hold.
Oh.
And
I got some of that right now on my toupee back here. It's right there. What? See that part right there? That's all. That's all the glue right there. This part right here is all glue in the back. Oh, I don't use that stuff. That might be better. Mine comes off when I swim.
Yeah, no, I have sweat in it so hard. I have used it to hold heavy costume pieces on me, and I line like from my shoulder down to wherever it's gonna hold.
Yeah.
And it's perfect.
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
Yo, so you're doing that. We thought you were hanging up on us because that's the bit we do to people.
Sorry, no. It's like everyone's contacting me at the same time, trying to call me and text me.
Oh, see how much love is around you?
Yeah, a lot of love, and I'm really so happy that. Oh yeah, I think that's what it is. I don't know.
Yeah, Brian knows. He's out on the road.
Froggy's the man. He understands.
What's her name that he's out with?
Today's episode brought to you by Star Costume.
Star Costume. No plugs for Star Costume. Sorry. No, they got to give us some money before we drop some names. Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing your side of it.
Yes, thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah. Of course. I mean, like, if I could say one last thing too.
No, we're good. So moving on. Yeah, of course you can.
Okay. But No, I really do try to dress for whatever venue I'm at. I don't ever try to be disrespectful. I wasn't trying to push any envelope of any way. I was just trying to be myself, something that I had only ever gotten positive feedback on. And I understand people's distaste. I understand like where Barbara was coming from. I understand. And it does.
Listen, we're in the rock and roll business, right? We're entertainers.
You
That's what we
yourself.
do, like expression, and you're an artist. So please, this is just me, and you are completely entitled to feel the way you feel.
Yeah,
please,
your feelings.
You don't need to apologize to our audience because there's only 2 people watching.
Everybody signed off already, so we
That's
got
right.
Jack.
They saw me come on fully clothed and they went, oh, God.
Exactly.
Hey, random question, Cheyenne. What song did you perform last night?
Too close.
Oh man, that was rude, dude. Cheyenne, so you know, we do that to all the guests. It's an endearing quality of hanging up. And her song was great. You knew what song she did, so that's pretty funny. Cheyenne, you be you, continue to be you, and everybody out there. Let's all be who we are. Even Sam Novak, be who you are, and be. That's at the end of the day. What else we got, right?
You hear that? You got Michael Shapiro's approval to be who you are. That's what you should walk away with today.
It's a concept. It's not.
Can I be who I am?
Yeah, you could totally be who you are.